Lately, a bunch of strange things started to happen in your life, in your daily life. You began to see strange numbers everywhere. 666, 777, 111. They were everywhere. On the plates of the cars, on the clock, on the phone number of the new person you have known lately. You've seen those numbers while surfing the internet. Maybe you post a YouTube video just like this one, and you notice that by chance you post it at 3 minutes and 33 seconds. At first you thought, yeah, what a coincidence. But then it began to compound, and all those coincidences became too much weird, too much statistically impossible. And also you've been experiencing a change in you. You feel like you have the sensation you're something great, something big is about to come. A huge change is about to occur. You're not still sure if it's about the whole world or if it is about you. What's the difference anyway? And lately you've been feeling different. You are the same person as always, but somehow you feel something is shifting into you. You can't even tell what it is. You just know. You just know. There are no words that can describe it clearly. It's like you're reaching an end. Something is about to end and something new is about to begin. But you have no idea what that is. It might scare you, or it might excite you, or more likely both at the same time. Pretty much like the strange sensations in your body. Lately you may be experiencing strange, weird, out of nowhere waves of heat and cold coming from the bottom of the body, moving towards the head. And this is pretty weird because at times it registers in your brain as damn hot, damn warm, like a flame. But then again, you think about it and no, this is actually cold. Reality is, at times, you cannot tell if it is cold or hot. I remember once, as a kid, I have not much memory of me as a kid, but I have this one, a few frames, a short flashback. I was, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, no more than 10, for sure. And I was on a beach. It was sunny. It was summer. Remember putting my feet, I guess, or my hands, most likely the feet, on the sand. and it was so hot. It was so hot, it felt cold. And I clearly remember that scene. I gave to that event, even back in the days, a spiritual meaning, a profound spiritual meaning. At the time, of course, I didn't know anything about spirituality, but I recorded the event in my brain for future use. And I remember clearly thinking, or anyway, elaborating this very fact. Once the hot is so hot, it becomes cold. And when the cold is so much cold, it registers as hot. It's like a circle. It's like a cycle. The more you take something to the extreme, because it's not linear. It's not linear. There is no start and end. It's a circle. So when you reach the extreme of something, you don't end up nowhere. You end up on the extreme opposite. And I remember doing the link as a kid. Doing this link. I remember, I knew that ice felt like hot. And then I connected the dots. In Kundalini, which is the thing you understood you're having, a Kundalini awakening. It's felt both cold and hot at the same time. You're feeling this, so we were saying, you're feeling this warm sensation that arises, but it could be cold as well, or both. It can be both cold and hot at the same time, which is something the mind has really difficult understanding. Then you're feeling electric, like you are charged with static electricity, like you've been putting your fingers in the electric plug at your house. You may be feeling like you're becoming wiser. You find yourself talking about things in a different way. You maybe find yourself talking to people and tell them stuff you wouldn't otherwise know yourself. You listen to yourself talk and you wonder, who was talking? Was it me? And you learn from yourself. And it's pretty strange because you hear yourself talk and that you learn from it, like it was somebody else talking. Also, you suddenly felt interested in spiritual topics. You suddenly feel like you want more. You're not settling anymore. You want something more from life. You don't even know what. You might think, yeah, maybe I want a better job, a better career, I want a better family, but you think better, and not even those things can satisfy you anymore. You desire something that's beyond the matter, whatever is physical. You don't even understand what it is yourself. You just feel you need it. You just feel you need a meaning. You just feel you need finally some answers. You're looking for some answers about who you are and where you're going. And maybe it came all of a sudden. You just woke up, and in a few short days, you began this change. Or maybe it's something that's taking months. It began a few months ago. And you did your research, and you found out that I'm back. I was running out of disk space. Now, you might be wondering what is happening to me. Why me? Why am I suffering this curse? Why am I have to suffer those symptoms? Why do I have to endure this change? I didn't want to change. Well, you did want to change. You did. If not now, maybe a long time ago. Maybe you want to change so badly. 5, 10, 20 years ago. You want to change. You wanted to know, what is this? You wanted answers. You knew something was off with the world. You knew you had something to do. You knew that most people were kind of sleeping, and there was something that was under your nose, but you couldn't tell what it was. You couldn't tell what it was, basically. This is happening to you for a reason. Well, I will not elevate myself as a guru, as I know it all, as many people out there claim to be. I just know I don't know. Of course I got opinions, of course I got my ideas, of course I got my experiences. I talk by experience, not by things I read or listened on YouTube. And I identified 3 kinds of people. You are those that will never wake up and will never experience such a thing as a Kundalini awakening, or a spiritual awakening, or a genuine spiritual realization. And this is most of the humans on this planet. Then there are those people, those souls, if you will, that came back here for a reason.